out of my respect for football history, out of my respect for family time, and out of my respect for the festive calendar, I do not recognise the legitimacy of this game.
Merry Christmas, everyone! This is the last episode before that beautiful day. We've got Rory Jennings. How are we doing, my friend?
I'm honoured to be here, Phil. Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited for this. I do love the festive period. I get right in the spirit of it. Do you? Do you like commit to Christmas?
I love it so much.
So good.
But I also love the football being on just before it.
And last week, the brilliant Morgs got 8 points. Thogden got a decent 9 points, but way out ahead with 11 points. Thogdad, and the scores are on the doors.
Crystal Palace, Brighton. Tell me, it's a weird time for both these clubs.
It's a weird rivalry, this.
Yeah.
I do love these things that you get in football. You know, where there's just like rivalries that make no sense to anyone else apart from the people involved. Because you know what I used to think it was when I was a kid?
What?
So wrong. I thought it was like a bird thing. One's seagulls, the others are eagles. I was like, it's a bird thing.
Crystal Palace, they got a really good point against Manchester City, didn't they? But they're still 15th. And I know they're 8 points adrift of the relegation battle, but they still need to start picking it up to climb the table, don't they?
That point that they got against City, priceless, isn't it?
I thought they did really well. Elise, cold as ice to score that penalty in the last minute.
Wicked.
Always a penalty, by the way. Don't know why all these Man City fans are complaining.
I'm going, this has got a draw written all over it.
Well, I saw Brighton beat Marseille 1-0. Very low scoring. They didn't score against Aston. Do you know what I'm going to go with? 0-0.
I'm going 1-0.
Palace last week only got 2 points in 5 games, playing a Brighton team who were really demolished at the Emirates. I reckon this has got a 1-1 draw written all over it.
Time for Aston Villa against Sheffield United. Now, before we do anything, I want to say, smash the like button. If your club are playing in the coming few days, they're going to win if you hit the like.
Yeah,
I think we can do it on this one.
10K is a dream.
Is this surely 7-0, 8-0?
I don't necessarily think it's that,
Okay,
but
fine.
there is only one winner here. There is only one winner. Look, Sheffield United are not good enough. I appreciate Chris Wilder came in. They got that result against Brentford.
story,
they're trying, and they looked all right against Chelsea in the first half.
Aston Villa.
In 7 days, they go away to Tottenham and they win. They play Man City at home and they win. And they play Arsenal at home and they win.
Mad.
In the space of 7 days, they beat Tottenham, City, Arsenal. Don't want to give too much away here. I'm sorry if I am. But Aston Villa are going to be top of the league Christmas Day.
That's a statement and a half.
They are. I'm going
Seriously?
Aston Villa win this game 2-0.
I'm going to say Aston Villa 3, Sheffield United 0.
But Sheffield United well beaten at Stamford Bridge. There's only one winner here. I'm going Villa 3, Sheffield United 1.
Time for West Ham against Manchester United. It's 7th against 8th. The winner goes above each other in the Premier League table and could sneak up to 6th depending on the Newcastle result. A lot to play for here. David Moyes is amazing at home though, isn't he?
David Moyes is doing a really good job. I find him quite an uninspiring manager, and I actually think that West Ham could be a little bit more ambitious. But I don't know how this one's going to go, because I keep thinking that Ten Hag is teetering on the brink, and every now and again Ten Hag pulls a brilliant result out of the bag.
Like the last time they played, West Ham won, Man United 0. David Moyes has a great record against his old club that he managed, and West Ham's home form, I mean, they've won the last 4 out of 5 during the other game. Jared Bowen is arguably, out of the big 3, he's probably the 4th best forward in the Premier League right now.
He's a very good player.
Goals and assists.
Very good player.
And Kudus is on fire as well, so can they beat United?
I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw.
I'm going to go 2-1 West Ham.
This is going to be a home win. West Ham 2, Man United 1.
It's Fulham against Burnley. Now, I must say, congratulations to the first female referee in the Premier League. That is an amazing job to smash that. I'm surprised it's not happened already.
It's a landmark moment, isn't it?
I've seen it already with Bolton. I've seen many female referees in the EFL. Finally, we're having it in the Premier League. It's a shame we've waited that long, but it's going to be difficult. It could go either way.
It's a very difficult one to predict this. I think Fulham are going to be too strong, though. I'm just so impressed by Marco Silva.
Marco Silva's great, and then the Raul Jimenez red card, he won't play in this game, and how can you go back-to-back 5-0 and then lose 3-0? It's mad.
They're such an unpredictable team,
You just don't know.
Going for a Fulham 2-1 win.
I'm going to go Fulham 2-0.
Burnley lost at home to Everton, went 2-0 down in the first half, and played some reasonable football late on, just couldn't get the ball in the onion bag. This is going to be a home win. Fulham 2-0.
Next is Luton Town against Newcastle.
This is the one. This is the game.
An upset.
This is the one.
Before we give any predictions, I just want to say, tragic scenes in the Bournemouth match. I loved how the Cherry fans came together with the away fans after Tommy Lockyer fell down, and obviously the match was stopped. Luckily, he's okay, and that's the news. And I don't know when he's going to be back playing football, but I really hope he can do what Ericsson did and get the right surgery It's really scary when these things happen, when they've got a history in this game. It's worrying in football.
I was actually at the Championship the playoff when he went over there.
No way.
Yeah, I was at that game. It's horrific, isn't it? And football really does pale into insignificance when something like that happens.
But that Luton manager, what a fucking legend he is. To
he
walk
is.
around the ground and
Edwards,
everyone's singing Tommy Lockyer's name and he's just saying thank you and oh mate, that's more than football. That's real friendship.
This is my game because I don't think either of you are going to go Luton to win, and I'm going Luton 2, Newcastle 1.
I'm going to say a 2-2 draw.
Football, it's just a sport, it's just a game, it's just 22 men kicking around a pig's bladder, as my granny Winnie used to say. Tom Lockyer of Luton Town nearly lost his life at the weekend. He suffered a cardiac arrest. And everyone here at the Thogden channel prays for him and hope he makes a speedy recovery. That's all we need to say about this. Luton Town 1, Newcastle United 2, but that doesn't really matter.
Nottingham Forest against Bournemouth. Rory has just realised that the Cherries are only 3 points away from his beloved Chelsea.
Iraola. The Iraola era took a little bit of time to get going, but it
now,
has got going.
It's in full flow. First against 20th in the form table. Surely an away win.
It has to be. Like Cooper is a man on the edge, isn't he? Like I feel like Cooper is really struggling and he could be sacked anytime coming. I'm going big.
Going big?
I'm going big.
What are you saying?
0-3.
Oh my jeez. They just run away with it.
They run away with it.
And Steve Cooper sacked in the morning.
Yeah.
Wow.
Exactly.
Okay,
that.
fine. I'm going to go Forest 1, Bournemouth 2. They continue the 3-point record. Let's see if Dog Dad agrees.
Over the years, I've been a little bit disrespectful to Bournemouth, so I'm going to give them an away win 2-1.
It's North London time. It's Tottenham against Everton.
Come on, Everton.
Wow.
It's a grand old team to play
Why are you saying that?
Because I do not want Tottenham to win.
Take off the 10-point deduction. Everton would be above Chelsea by 4 points.
Clear of us. I know. It's amazing what Sean Dyche has done. I was giving Sean Dyche a bit of stick earlier this season.
Yeah.
I just felt like he was getting away with it. I didn't think there was enough conversation about how poorly Everton were doing. Since the deduction, they are galvanised, aren't they? They've come together, the Gladys Street in full voice, and now it looks like they could qualify for Europe.
Let's be honest, Ange, don't know what to say about him, but the last 2 games, everyone thinks they're going to be walked all over by Newcastle. They beat them 4-1. Yeah. Then a tough game at Forest's ground, they win 2-0.
Professional win. Yeah.
Professional.
Abdoulaye Doucouré.
Oh.
He was cast aside by Lampard. He wasn't getting in the team. Under Dyche, he's scoring goals with fun. I think he scored, 11, 12 goals? I'm going to go Everton win the game 3-2.
2-1, Everton away limbs.
Spurs playing some lovely, attacking, expansive football, but Everton do not write them off. They've won the last 4 games, and that 10-point penalty has been extinguished. But having said that, this is going to be a home win. Spurs 2, Everton 1.
First against second, it's Liverpool against Arsenal. My God, it doesn't get bigger than this before Christmas.
5:30 on a Saturday night at Anfield, just before Christmas, under the floodlights. The two huge clubs in the country going head to head.
Tell me. I mean, Liverpool, back-to-back home games. They've just drawn to Manchester United 0-0. Very poor from them, really. Arsenal just come off the back of another home win, one of the best home runs they've had in absolutely ages. Arteta will come fighting. Cool. So currently it's Arsenal top, but there's 1 point difference.
So whoever wins goes top of the league.
But it depends on the Aston Villa result. They've just been told half an hour before kickoff, Aston Villa have won. They're going to be top on Christmas Day unless one of you go out and get a win. This game is not ending a draw. It's not ending a draw. No, it's not.
The fact that everything you're saying tells me it's going to be a draw. They cancel each other out. They're both so desperate to win. They're both so desperate to have that symbolic moment of going top of the league. They're both so desperate to remove Villa from top of the league that Villa are just going to end up there. This has got a 2-2 draw written all over it.
Liverpool are going to win 2-1. Tight, but I think they'll do it.
I think this will be an excellent tight game. I'm going Liverpool 2, Arsenal 1. The difference will be home advantage.
And the final game, last but not least, is Wolves against Chelsea. It is 13th against 10th. And if Wolves win, they could be on the same points as Chelsea. Don't want to rub it in or anything like that.
Thogden, when is this fixture?
Yeah, it's on Christmas Eve, 1 p.m.
Out of my respect for football history, out of my respect for family time, and out of my respect for the festive calendar, I do not recognise the legitimacy of this game. Seriously? I'm not going to predict it. I don't know if I can do that.
Come on, Rory. I mean, I've seen a bit online about fans not wanting to go and they might not sell it out.
It's a disgrace. How are Chelsea fans on Christmas Eve supposed to get to Wolverhampton? Wolves, the club, have said to their season ticket holders, you can bring an extra person. Football is not meant to be played on Christmas Eve. I'm not predicting it. I don't know if that's going to ruin your video.
Yeah, but the top liked comment will be Rory's Wolves-Chelsea prediction. He's boycotted my predictions video out of the legitimacy, ruining the legitimacy of having a match on Christmas Eve. I'm going to go Wolves won, Chelsea won. I think it's going to be a draw.
Wolves had more possession than West Ham at the weekend, but came away with nothing because they couldn't take their chances, whereas Chelsea, they could put the ball in the onion bag. And I tell you what, I think Chelsea at some point will go on a really good run, and they're going to win this one narrowly. Wolves 1, Chelsea 2.
The one thing we can all agree on is we're going to have a great Christmas. And as much as the Premier League have attempted to ruin your Christmas day,
They will not succeed.
They haven't
I love
succeeded.
Christmas too much.
He's boycotted it. Thank you for coming on the channel,
Honor.
Rory.
Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it.
Legends, go subscribe to his channel and make sure you get down in the comments. The pinned comment, the top comment is going to be his prediction for the game. Could be anything. See you down there.